Many people have asked me how to write a letter or how to write a letter of intention or the standard of purpose to a particular professor in his or her domain for applying PhD or even master, or let it be like any kind of postgraduate program. So, to all those aspirants in this particular area, especially in terms of in the context of research, I would suggest that please, please be very clear what you are writing and be very specific, because most of the professors, they don't like a monotonous email. You have to highlight, you have to use very clear and informative subject line so that it can catch the attention of the professor. So you have to dig into the professor's profile, and you have to know what that particular professor is doing. In general, you can look at the professor's profile about what kind of research grant he or she has got recently, or you can look at the recent papers, like what that professor has published and what their team is working on, and what could be their next questions. You can also look at the review paper, what they have published, and even in general, like in the discussion section, they also mention. Like for example, I give one example about the US system. In the US, there are many top-notch grant agencies like RO1, and if you check on the websites, like you can keep a track of what kind of grants is being given to particular professor, what kind of research directions they are they are going to pursue. The, Based on that, you can make a clear and informative subject line that conveys the purpose of your email, such as a request for PhD supervision or even prospective PhD student. You can write, and you can write like what is your subject line. For example, if you want to investigate certain drug in cancer, but don't be very general. Like I want to just work in cancer. You should be a little bit more specific about what kind of pathway, or be it what kind of research you are aiming to do or you are interested in. Even like you have to start with a very formal greeting, dear doctor, something like that. You don't need to write like dear sir or dear ma'am. Many professors don't like this kind of general salutations. So you have to write like dear doctor, whatever the surname of that professor is, the last name. You can write dear professor XYZ, and avoid using like Mr., Mrs., or something like this, because they generally like to be greeted. Most of the professors like to be greeted with dear doctor, dear professor, whatever. So, and in the first paragraph, briefly introduce yourself, like what you are doing, or state your qualification, or even express your like interest, and in a very professional research area, and tailor your email, customize that email, so that you can mention a specific research subject or objective, or even you can write about the papers which you have read recently, what are the papers that interest you or align with your own interest. And in the body, you can mention about like you can highlight your relevant research experience, how it matches with those with that particular position. And even you can write in the context of a publication, or even the project, or even the skills that may make your candidature very strong for that application. And keep your email very concise and well structured. Don't just write in any way. Just keep it very concise and precise. Avoid repetition of your CV. Don't just write whatever was there in your CV. Try to emphasize how you will be a very good asset for that particular lab, and what kind of questions you want to answer through your PhD. Of course, that can be even changed depending on the many factors, like availability of grant, or what kind of grant has been given to that PI, or even what kind of proposal they are thinking. That can be customized in later cases, but in general, you have to be very specific. You have to customize your email, and in the final paragraph, just try to reiterate your interest in the in that professor's lab or in that research group, and politely request if he or she can consider you for this position, or if there is any potential possibility of interview either via Zoom or even in person. Many professors even they offer a travel fare to come and visit the lab and give a talk or something like that about your previous research experience. And close with a very formal acknowledgement like I look forward to hearing from you, or thank you for your time and consideration. Something like this. Don't forget to acknowledge. You have to acknowledge. This is a very, very important point, and you must appreciate the time and consider the professor's time as well. And always before sending email, there might be a possibility that even though you put so much time and you wrote it very precisely and carefully, and you know that that might be very, very absolutely correct, but still I would recommend proofread your email before sending, because there might be some spelling or grammatical mistake, or there might be some kind of error, you never predict, so you cannot even predict that. So that's why always I will ask to paste your email if you are using suppose Word, and always paste it in another Word file and proofread it, and then you paste it in your email box, and then you send it. Yeah. So these are the important points you have to keep in mind while writing a formal email to any professor. And of course, don't forget to attach your CV. Many professors they don't like you just send the email and there is no CV attached to that email. So don't forget to attach the CV. Okay. So I hope you like this video, very informative, and if you like this, please like and share and subscribe to my channel, Pharmacist and Drugs.